Ba, ba, ba. Hey YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, we're on the test server today, and you can probably tell there's a lot of new changes. So what we're going to be doing today is looking over the new map, trying to get in some new vehicles, have a look around, give you guys a little feel of how it's going to be and flow on the game, and let's go from there and see what happens. So let's jump in. So in this new map, they have implemented the new vaulting mechanism. So when you come up to objects, you press the space bar and you'll jump up and down like a loony. Like that. It works really well, as you can see. There we go. So you can climb up into things, jump off, which makes quite a large difference in the way you play the game, because it means so much more areas are accessible to you now. It's not a complete science as to how it works just yet, as you can see. But yeah, so this is the new lobby area as you start. It is based in the lower left hand corner of the prison on the map. This is the new map. Lots of new spaces. As you can see, there's not much ocean to go around, which is really good in my opinion. The map is technically smaller, but what I've found from the few games that I've played is there's a lot more going on, a lot more undulation, a lot more buildings, a lot more densely packed, so it doesn't feel actually any smaller than the previous map. What I'm going to try and do is just hop down into the middle, we'll jump into a car, hopefully, and take a little drive around, hopefully find one of the new vehicles. I've played a couple of games, played a few games last night when it first came onto the test server just to try it out with some of the guys, and it was really good fun. It's a completely different feel and look to the previous map, so you have to change your style of play quite considerably really, because there's a lot more buildings to hide behind, a lot more natural cover as well when you're out and about. So if you're out in an open field, you've got a lot better chance of surviving and getting into cover. As you can see, there's lots and lots of hills in the desert. I saw a car over here, so see if I can go and jump into that. The test server is a little laggy at the moment, so please take that into consideration. It's always a little laggier at the start because there's a lot more people around. But this is one of the new vehicles. It's the new pickup truck. It's pretty cool. You can fit 4 people in, so the 2 people will just jump into the back if you've got 4 people on squads. As you can tell as well, they've also implemented new sounds. So new engine sounds for all the cars are in. New handbrake sounds as well, which are pretty cool. But yeah, it's the new map. There's a lot more going on, a lot more buildings around. You never really have to run too far to get anywhere. As you can see, the new circle comes up, it takes up quite a large area of the map, so that first circle is never too hard to get into. This is one of the other new vehicles. It's the camper van. It's pretty slow, but it is good fun as well. This can hold 6 people, which makes a bit of a difference when it comes to custom servers and things like that. If you want to do 6-man squads or whatever, you can now fit all 6 people into one squad, which is great. The new vaulting system does work great. You can jump in and out of windows, which means coming in and out of buildings. It means you've got a lot more options to flank people, take people by surprise. Let's just see if we can find one of the new guns, because there are new ones. We've got a Winchester lever action rifle, which takes the 45 ACP ammo, which means you've now got a decent gun or a rifle to use with that ammo set instead of just pistols and SMGs. which which does make a large difference. What else have we got? We've got the new sawn-off shotgun, which actually takes up the slot in your pistol. In the pistol slot, so you can have that now, which again opens up a lot more options. It's very accurate over long range, which you wouldn't think it would be, but it is, which is great. So the map designers have designed this in such a way that there's a lot of areas that you can get to from outside of buildings. And there's also a lot of places you can only get to by vaulting and using the new mechanics, which I think is great. And it opens up the game to a whole new level, a whole new different style of play. Vehicle. Just going to do a bit of off-roading. So as you can clearly see, there aren't many flat open spaces. There might be not any buildings in this general area, but it is a lot more up and down, a lot more natural undulation in the natural cover to hide behind. Which does make a world of difference when you actually play in the game. As you all know, running from cover from an open field into the next circle was always a daunting task, but now it's not. It's not that bad. Which is always handy. The smash gun idea, so you can see find it. Let's see what we can do. The general look of the map is fantastic. The views, it looks a lot nicer as well. It seems to be running very smoothly on this test server, which hopefully means they've implemented some new optimization. But we'll see how that goes across when it does get finally released. Oh yeah. They've also implemented the new sounds for the red zone. As you can see, it's pretty loud because we're right next to it. You can also hear the falling noises from the missiles themselves, the bombs, which is pretty cool. There you go. Different architecture in the building, so a lot of different styles now, so it's not just your usual 3 or 4 different types of houses, which again I think is great. I'm gonna die. Right, we found our first person. Blatantly in the circle, so he knows where we are, and we know we're here, so let's try and manoeuvre around a bit. He may have done as well. Let's see if we can find him. Can hum down. If we do die, it's not the end of the world, because this will just be a quick first look at the map. First impressions. My first impressions are, in general, this is great. It feels completely different to the other map. It looks completely different. It's going to play very different as well. There he is. Which I think is fantastic. And I died! Yay! So yeah, that was just a quick look. Another thing they've implemented now is the new kill cam. So we'll watch that. So this is now, you can quite clearly see if someone's been cheating or whatnot, but I think it's fantastic. You also learn some new plays and some tactics. So it looks like this guy was playing in first person, which is a bit weird. He just heard me running. Sprayed me down. He was more accurate. Fair enough. So that is the new kill cam. If you're playing in squads or duos or whatever, you can only watch that back once the whole team is dead, which is a really good implementation of how it works, because otherwise you'd get so much more advantage knowing exactly where they are. But that was a quick look at the map. I hope you enjoyed, and stick around. We're going to be doing a lot more into this once it drops onto the main server as well. And catch you in a bit. See ya!